Hello my friends, and welcome back to our continued blind let's play of Ace Attorney Spirited Justice. My name is the FlightlessBird. This is your story-based gaming channel, and we're here in Chapter 2, The Magical Turnabout. I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. We need to look into Roger Vettin's whereabouts during the show after an explosive reveal that this bunny is just after the fame. Bunny the fame. Bunny the fame. The fame. It's not of fame, it's the fame. She's trying to defame Trucy. Maybe that's what the pun of her name is. Interesting, interesting. Where are we going? I have no idea. Oh, of course, Take-Two TV studio, obviously. Magical murder, exclusive unedited footage. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh, it actually plays a video too. Able to always have Take-Two TV video, or studio. Yikes, look at this place. There's so much going on at once, it's making my head spin. Why is there a giant casino over there? Take a look at that screen and listen to this host. Magical murder. Live audience witnesses shocking skewering. 17-year-old magician, Tracy Wright. See exclusive, unedited footage of the heinous crime, complete and uncut. We can't let them broadcast that. Tracy will get tried at the court of public opinion. Well, I doubt we can stop them from airing it. But we can't prove her innocence in a real trial, court of law. No matter what garbage they report on TV, we can set the record straight at the trial. I wonder why there's a giant casino over here. Oh, triple sevens. A slot machine and roulette wheel, huh? They really went in there all with the gambling thing. Oh, there's also a roulette wheel. I totally didn't even see that. I was just blinded by the sevens. It looks like the slot machine really works. I've always wanted to get gambling a try. It's not worth it. Besides, you're not even old enough to gamble in most states yet. That's alright. I get experience enough in court. Guessing whether you win or lose the case on any given day. Hey! I would like to think I win a lot more than I lose. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Don't worry, Apollo. I only bet on winners and I haven't lost yet. That is an interesting question. What are gambling ages? Gambling ages in the USA. Is it by state? Anyone under 21 is not permitted to play in any table game or slot machine located in a designated gaming area of a riverboat or employed by a gaming employee. Non-riverboat gaming devices are still limited to players over 21. So I didn't know this. You had to be 21 to gamble? Not in every state. So in some states, like California, it's dependent on the casino. It can be 21 or 18. Other states like Oklahoma and Puerto Rico territory, it's 18. And then you have some states like Kentucky and Tennessee where it's just illegal to gamble in casinos. And then some states have it where it's 21 and it's 18 if you're on a cruise from the state. That's an interesting one. If you're on a cruise, it's okay. In some states, it's 21 or 18 if you're on Indian land. And then in all the other states, it's 21. I wonder what the casino gambling ages are like around the world. You know, not just in the United States. And I know there's a bunch of people who watch this channel who live in other states around the world. Other sites around the world, not states. Other sites, other countries, other territories, other lands, whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. So let me know in the comment section below, wherever you live, whatever country you live, whatever place you live, what is the legal gambling age in your region? I shouldn't say country though, because in countries it may be different in the country. Whatever, you know what I mean. Excuse me. We're looking into the incident that happened at the magic show this morning. Oh, that? Yeah, it was a cameraman for that. Can you tell us anything about what you saw? Bunny was super orbs. Heh. That's not exactly what I couldn't get enough of her. I filmed it the whole time. Got some primo footage, if I do say myself, especially when she bent over and revealed, oh ho ho! I better quit before he decides to share what he intends to do with said footage. Yeah, you're a creep. Hello? I wonder what that guy sitting down there is doing. It looks like he's reading that script he's holding. What? Are you serious? Those two are gonna break up? What? And the series is going on hiatus because the cartoonist is sick? No way! That's... I think he's reading a comic book he's holding in his script. If you're gonna go off on set, that's a pretty bold way to do it. Pardon me, I know you're busy right now. What are you guys, street? Street? Does that mean people off the street or something? We're Trissy Light's lawyers. Ah, okay, lawyers, got it. Well, what do you want? He must be really busy. He hasn't even looked this way. I don't even think he knows what we said. He's just like, oh yeah, you're that person or whatever. Now leave me alone. We're investigating the incident that occurred at the magic show this morning. And we heard that Roger Vettins was in charge of that program. Yeah, that's right. The guy hates magic, but the show was all his idea. Just between you and me, I think it was Bunny that egged him on. Egged him on? How so? I saw the two of them together, you know, walking along arm in arm. I bet she sweet-talked to me doing the program because she wanted to work. She hasn't been selling very well on her own, apparently. I see. Oh, hey, if you're looking into the incident, I guess you wanted show footage, right? That's all it is in my back pocket. You want to go ahead and fish it out. Really? I don't even know if this guy knows what he's doing. He's just so absorbed in the program. He's like, yeah, whatever. Wow, thank you very much. Turned out to be surprisingly helpful. That is shocking that we just got that. Show footage just retrieved from the staff member's back pocket. Disc with the recording Tristan skip trick on it. I still don't understand this. There's something wrong about this, and I don't know how to explain this, but the shadow of Mr. Hat is on the left side of the screen. Trucy appears on the right side of the screen. Wouldn't Mr. Hat appear on the left side of the screen? I'm sorry, wouldn't he appear on the right side of the screen if it happened the way we said it happened? You see, then it went up again. Like, at the very end, it went up again. I don't know if you can rewind or... Yeah, you can't rewind, so I'm not gonna watch again. But if you go back and watch it, you'll see that there's some weird things going on with those shadows. The shadow knows. This must be a video production workstation of some sort. That coffee cup looks awfully familiar. Yeah, that's where Mr. Rittens always sits. He's very hands-on, you know. You'll always find him on the set of his projects. But he was here at the station during the magic show, right? Yeah, well, he had 2 shows going on at once this morning. He had his regular program OC here, so he couldn't be at the Penrose. So you can vouch for him that he was here at the station during the magic show? What? Like an alibi? Sure I can. He was definitely here. Still, after a while, he couldn't stand being away from the Penrose, it seems. As soon as the part was over here, he took a taxi to the theater. But he apparently didn't get there until after that thing had already occurred. Sounds like he has a rock-solid alibi. Well, I guess we got just about everything we can out of this plate. Well, we haven't looked at the TV yet. It looks like Rand's alibi is pretty airtight. But if that's true, then who could have killed Mr. Reyes? Looks like we're pretty much done here. Should we go back to the office? We can get a snack and talk over a plan of attack. Sounds good to me. Look at that logo above the screen. Scandal, Gamble, Gambit is the title of the show. Yep, haven't you ever seen it? They possess scandalous rumors about celebrities. And then people bet on whether the rumors are true or not. Ugh, so it's just another tasteless TV show. It looks like Tuesday is the next target. Today's scandal is... Tragedy on stage. Did Tuesday Wright cause an accident or did she commit murder? It looks like murder is in the lead. Great. Well, I say neither. Then we'll just have to create the third option tomorrow in court. Alright. Let's, head back, right? April 27th, right? Anything agency. What in the world? Whoa! What is going on here? Oh, right, the $3 million. But hold on. Can't act that fast. All these stickers say repossessed. Who did this? Who's responsible for this? Oh, now, let's stick to area. Champ, no trespassing. Who's talking? Oh, this guy. Of course. Trespassing, but this is our office. You're the one who's trespassing. Well, enough with the lit, boy. Don't tell me you forgot about your debt. I don't owe you anything. Yeah, we can put a continuous on that in court, whatever that fancy word is, to basically say that we are contesting the contract. Well, what are you talking about? Well, I'm just abiding by the contract. The agency can't pay me. Well, I have every right to seize this property, am I right? Just like that? We haven't even had a chance to take this to trial, exactly! Hey, if you're gonna be mad, should Trucy be the one that you're mad at, baby? I told you, Susie right for getting involved with those grammar eyes. Why, you dirty rotten. Oh, I want to actually look around. There may be a... Oh, there is nothing actually to look at. Everything's been repossessed. We're going to look at the repossessions. What are you doing to do with all of our stuff? Well, steal it, of course. Every last bit of it. That's why I'm seizing everything. And I'll take this little office of yours, too. You think you can just waltz in here and do whatever you want? Indeed I do. Unless you, right. Whatever warehouse joker's got 3 million already? And... Well, that I know then, cause I gotta recoup my money somehow. After all, the entire program went south because of Trucy. I mean, it's called liability for compensation. And this infantile agency is the liable party. Why, you black-hearted piece of... Hey, Apollo, what about that crooked cookboard? It's so good, we don't have any proof that Rettins was behind it. Darn it. Hey, you're gonna have to do better than that, folks. Looks like the famed Mr. Wright left behind nothing but incompetent news to run things. No way. He was counting on Mr. Wright to be aware of this plan of his? What a two-bit thug. We'll show him. Haha, there's the sugar. The expression. It's priceless. So how does it feel to lose the precious office your boss left you in charge of? Say some dumb. It kind of reminds me of, oh my god, my brain is so bad. I hate my brain sometimes. God, the Socrates like guy, the teacher judge guy from the case with the mock trial. I hate my brain. It doesn't remember things like it used to. But yeah, he kind of reminds me of that way. He like writes notes on the board. Grr. Well now, it's not to rub it in or anything, but I think you should know where you stand right now. Aw man, what now? Where we stand? Here, have a gander. The trial of young up-and-coming magician Trucy Wright is scheduled for tomorrow. We're here, just outside of the office of the suspect. Hold before an exclusive peek inside. What? Is this live? Ah, Apollo, look. There's a sea of reporters outside. a questionable compare are peeking out the window at this very moment. Our viewers at home can see for themselves their vicious, brutal expressions. Yellow journalism at its finest. I like how she says that and she's wearing a yellow coat. That just is hilarious to me for some reason. And that's the way it is. The majority of the public already thinks that Trucy is guilty. They saw the whole thing happen with their own eyes during the show's live broadcast. Everybody in the country's against you, man. No way. No office, no allies. Are you sure you still want to represent that girl? Of course we do. We believe in her innocence. That's right. Go ahead and think what you want, man. It's a free country. Just know that you'll be the biggest losers in the end. In the meantime, feel free to keep on flopping around like the dying dish that you are. Or dying fish. Whatever, you're not important enough for me to say what you are. You just know that you're dying, you hear? And now then, just so you know, you gotta be out of here by tomorrow. Take in this cozy little office tonight while you still can. Hang loose, baby! I hate that guy. I can't believe where that Mr. Wright's office get placed under seizure. Of all the... This is just ridiculous. Eek! What was that? Look out! Clear out! We don't want motorists here! People are throwing things at our office. Hey, if it's a fight that you want, I'll take you on. Come on. That's not helping. Yikes! Let's get out of here before we get killed too by this crazy psychopathic murderer accomplice! I can't believe this is happening. We had to do something to protect ourselves, and fast. Huh? Huh? It's Mr. Wright. Was that Lolinair's song? Could've swore it was. I'm pretty sure I just butchered her name. Beep. Apollo, I got your messages. How is she? Is Trucy okay? She's not crying, is she? Does she have a lawyer? Mr. Wright, it's all a giant mess. Poor Trucy, and the office. Our office! Apollo, okay. We better both take a deep breath. Wow, I see. And he's saying you had to be out by tomorrow. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I wish there was something that I could have done. This is quite the mess, isn't it? Even if I left right now, I wouldn't be there in time for the trial tomorrow. I'm sorry, Apollo, but I need you to handle this for me. Of course, we can handle the defense, but the office... It's too soon to give up on that. What do you mean? The contract only addresses Trucy's liability if she causes the show to be cancelled. So you just have to prove in court tomorrow that it wasn't Trucy's fault. Hey, you're right! So everything depends on you winning that trial tomorrow. Trucy's fate, and the fate of our office. More importantly, Trucy's fate, right? It's all riding on your shoulders, Apollo. I know. I'll be fine, right? Apollo. Huh? I've been watching you grow over these past 2 years. That's why I can say with absolute confidence that you'll be fine. Really? I've seen you earn victory after victory in some pretty dicey situations. And guide Athena, helping her along the way too. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I could leave Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you. I'm fine. Everything will be fine. You can call me anytime if you feel you need to, but I'll be fine on my own, right? Yes, I think so too. I can do this. That's the spirit. Give it your best out there, Apollo. I believe in Apollo, Henry. Beep! What is it, Apollo? What are you smiling about? Who, me? It's nothing. Mr. Wright believes in me. I can't let him down. We have to win this trial, Athena. I couldn't agree more, and I'll do everything in my power to help. Our opponent tomorrow. Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, huh? Why now of all times? Still, I don't care who it is. I can't afford to let my guard down for anyone. Oh, look at this. Who are you?
O restless wandering soul of the dead.
Prosecutor Sahdmadhi. Oh. Sorry to disturb you, but I figured I should tell you. The lead attorney's been decided.
That's Sahdmadhi?
It's Apollo Justice.
Apollo Justice.
Huh. I love Ima's voice. I wish there was more voice acting. I try to do the best I can, but I'm nowhere near these professional voice actors. Who knows, maybe one day I'll be a professional voice actor. Hey, if you're looking for professional voice actors and you want your FlightlessBird to help out, send me an email. rpgrenaissance7@gmail.com. You never know. April 28th, 9:15 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3. I'm fine. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. Is Apollo okay? He's been muttering to himself all morning. He's been like that since yesterday. Guess the pressure of today's trial is getting to him. Poor Polly. He's really tearing himself up over all of this. Get it together, Apollo. Yikes, Athena. When did you get here? Try to relax a little bit, will you? You're getting yourself way too worked up. Yeah, but I'm alright. I'm fine. You know, I did a little digging on this Nahyuta Sahdmadhi guy. He's apparently not a run-of-the-mill prosecutor. Oh yeah? What'd you find out? They told me he does dance seances. Well, they say he wields an incredible power to accurately read a trial's karma and its ultimate fate. What is that supposed to mean? I don't have all the details, but apparently, he can foresee how the arguments will go and even lead his opposition. So the defense basically ends up going in whatever direction he has in his head. Man, this isn't going to be a cakewalk. That's true. Ima did say she talked to him for us, though. Here's hoping that went well. In any case, it sounds like it's going to keep me on her toes. That's why I know you're ready. Why I know I could lead Trucy in the office to you. I believe in you, Apollo. Didn't realize that was Phoenix at first. Mr. Wright is putting his faith in me. I can't let him down now. I wonder if this guy is also from Khura'in. I'm fine. I'm fine. There he goes again. It's almost like he's chanting a prayer. I'm fine. Apollo Justice, and I'm fine. If you say so, Apollo. The trial will start momentarily. Is the defense ready? Yes, we're fine! Trucy's fate and the fate of the agency rests on this trial. This isn't justice. If there was ever a time to shine, it's now. For Trucy. And her office. For Trucy. And your office. And for Trucy. April 28th, 9:30 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 6. Day 1 court is now in session. All rise!
Court is now in session for the trial of Trucy Wright.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
And the prosecution? Prosecutor Sahdmadhi.
1,000 pardons. It was rude of me to keep you waiting. I was praying for the victim.
Oh, praying. Yes, I see. You're a Khura'inist monk, correct, prosecutor?
Haha, he is from Khura'in. Crossover! Yes, that is correct. I am but a lowly monk from the kingdom of Khura'in. I beg in advance for the forgiveness and kind patience of everyone here in this court. I am unfamiliar with the proceedings of this country and may make many blunders.
Yeah, right.
He seems like such a gentleman-mannered soul, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. It's like a wolf in cheap clothing. I wonder if Ima had a chance to talk with him about Trucy.
Well, now then, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, your opening statement, if you would.
So I heard his voice actor speak, and he talked very, like, calmly and almost subdued in a way. That's why I'm kind of giving him this voice. Certainly. In the name of the Holy Mother, I vow to guide the victim's soul to a land of eternal peace known as the Twilight Realm. Now, let the last rites of the victim begin. Nahyuta Sahdmadhi. He's really been making a name for himself apparently, but that nickname, Last Rites Prosecutor. I wonder how that will come into play today. Oh my god. The incident took place in the middle of a spectacular magic show. The accused performed a magic trick in which she thrust a sword into a coffin. A coffin from which the body of the victim then spilled out, dead from a fatal stabbing. The victim's name was Manav Mystery, otherwise known as the Great Mr. Reyes. Manov Mystery. So mystery is mystery, right? Manov. Many of mysteries? Man of mystery. Ah, there we go. Man of mystery. The Great Mysterious. Aha! That's a cool name. Man of mystery. I like that one. That's one of my favorite puns. I like that a lot. His blood was found on the sword that was used during the magic trick. Autopsy report added to the court record. The victim's real name was Man of Mystery. His blood is on the murder weapon.
So his death was just an unfortunate accident?
It is only natural for one to assume as such, Your Honor. However, it was no mere accident, but rather a homicide. The prosecution's position is thus, that this was a murder made to look like an accident.
I see, and you believe this crime was committed by the defendant?
After a thorough consideration of all possible scenarios, I unfortunately had no other choice but to conclude as much. Huh? So that's how it's going to be, huh? I guess Ima could have convinced him after all.
Very well, and now let us hear from the defense.
Naturally, we maintain that the defendant is innocent, Your Honor. If the defense wouldn't mind, could you please explain your reasoning? Now, what's interesting about this is in a real trial, right? The prosecution has to decide what they want to pursue in terms of severity. So if they call it a homicide, and they call it a murder, they're not being precise here if this is first degree, second degree, third degree, or whatnot. I think third degree is manslaughter. I'm not too sure, but manslaughter and murder are two completely different barriers to overcome, right? So if there's manslaughter, it means you killed someone accidentally, which you could argue here. Tracy killed someone accidentally. And that seems like a much easier barrier to overcome. You know, she grabbed the sword, she messed up on the trick, she used a real sword, and she stabbed him. I can understand that. But if you call it a murder, you need to say that you intentionally manipulated and planned out the attack, right? Like, she would have had to have a plan, and she had to execute the plan to call it murder. In which case, you have to say that she didn't accidentally misplace or didn't do the weapon switch, but she purposely used a real sword and killed him with malicious intent. That's a lot harder to prove. So I'm gonna see it, you know, as this court case goes on, if he actually tries to make a case that she somehow planned this out. Yeah. My reasoning? Well, I would have to say that my main reason is because I believe in the defendant. I see. So you find it difficult to come up with anything more concrete than that, do you? What a fine demonstration of the fact that you are indeed a lawyer of putrid mind. Hey, take that back! For putrid mind?
Prosecutor Sahdmadhi.
Excuse me, but I don't... What was that? Okay, that was... That was cool.
You don't mind me asking, prosecutor, what was that you were just chanting?
A sutra, the Holy Mother that guides those of tainted soul toward enlightenment. It is a Khura'inist incantation to waken the foolish from their fruitless slumber. Fitting for a lawyer who indulges in such fancy as the innocence of the accused.
I see, so basically you're asking the fans to, get real with it.
Allow me these words, defense. It is my duty as a monk to punish sinners and to guide victims' souls to the twilight realm. Should you show repentance and admit to the accused's guilt now, well then, no harm will come to you. But, should you interfere with my sacred last rites for the victim, then I shall cast you down into the pit of hell, along with Tracy Wright. Now wait, just wait 1 minute here. Putrid? Pit of hell? Is that any way to address someone in a court of law?
Prosecutor Sahdmadhi. That may be the way you conduct trials in Khura'in. But I would appreciate it if you would refrain from such charged language here.
Your Honor, that was but a Khura'inist sermon for those who have strayed from the path. Harsh words are often necessary to admonish contemptible deviants who cannot see reason.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize.
I guess they really do hate defense attorneys at Khura'in, huh? Even still, that was way over the top as far as verbal abuse goes. And the trial's only just begun.
Well, defense. Suppose the way a prosecutor does things varies by countries. Why don't we look at this as a cross-cultural exchange and try to be open-minded about it?
What?
Bailiff, please bring in the first witness.
She's eating snackers again. She is not happy right now. Uh-oh. I thought she'd said goodbye to the snackers. She is not doing well, that's for sure.
Detective Sky! Courtroom is no place for gorging yourself, especially if you don't have enough for everyone.
What's wrong with having a little snack? Girls gotta eat, right? She, seems a little stressed out. Detective Sky, your testimony, please. Yeah, about that. I just want to state for the record that I believe Miss Tracy Wright is innocent.
I'm sorry?
Detective Sky, this path you seek to follow is misguided. Giving the wrongdoer false hope will only deepen her despair in the end. But let it go and move on. Acts which go against your duty will earn you divine punishment from the Holy Mother. Poor Emma. I hate seeing Emma like this. God, I really like Emma a lot, and I hate to see her like this so much. Fine. I don't know about the divine part, but I get the punishment bit loud and clear. I guess Emma got assigned to the paperwork or something for sticking up for Tracy.
She and Prosecutor Sahdmadhi don't seem to get along very well, do they?
Shall we continue? The prosecution contends that the accused had a clear motive. The evidence, if you would, Detective Sky. All right, please take a look at this poster.
Cancelled?
It's a Tube Grammarly poster from 13 years ago.
Is it just me or is it a little different from the one we saw in Miss Wright's dressing room? Yeah, this giant cancelled over the, Mr. Reyes.
This is a revised version of that poster.
This one says cancel under Mr. Reyes.
That's right. Mr. Reyes left the troupe after the first version of the poster was printed. Take a look at Mr. Reyes' right forearm near his elbow. Do you see the big scar there? He apparently got that when he made a mistake while practicing a magic trick.
Ouch, that's quite a scar.
Because of the accident, Magnified Gurmare concluded that Mr. Reyes was too unskilled. Just before the show was to open, Magnify announced Mr. Reyes wouldn't be appearing. But in defense of Magnify's decision, Mr. Reyes tried to go on stage anyway. This in turn caused Magnify to oust Mr. Reyes from the troupe on the spot.
You kicked Mr. Reyes out? That seems rather extreme. Did he really have to go that far?
When it came to magic, Tube Grammarly was so passionate. Or should I say extreme about it that it caused problems for them from time to time.
Yes, they even caused this court a mountain of trouble with their extreme antics.
And now the troupe's successor has committed a murder. It seems the troupe's rare talent was inherited by the right person after all. A putrid talent for criminality.
You sound rather extreme yourself, prosecutor.
Criminals with impure souls do not deserve sympathy, Your Honor. Ahem. As I was saying, after his expulsion, Mr. Reyes apparently went out to hold a grudge against his troop. He will tell those close to him, I will get my revenge on Troop Grimmerai someday.
Revenge, certainly sounds antagonistic.
13-year-old poster updated in the court record. Mr. Reyes was apparently ousted from Troop Grimmerai 13 years ago due to an injury he sustained. And then his chance for revenge finally came. If you would be so kind, Detective Sky. I guess I don't have a choice, do I? Witness testimony. The defendant's motive. The victim planned to get his revenge on Troop Grimmerai during Tuesday's magic show. Mr. Reyes was going to first steal the Grimmerai notebook from the defendant. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind the magic tricks during the show. That was the victim's plan for revenge, and whether he did in fact steal the notebook. The defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. She is not happy to report this. She doesn't believe it. By the time the accused had discovered the notebook's theft, it was too late. The only option was to kill Mr. Reyes and make it look like an accident.
Objection!
That's nothing but conjecture!
Objection!
The victim's assistant, Bonnie DeFam, gave the police a statement. Yeah, but she's full of, you know what? She testified that just before the start of the show, Mr. Reyes said, I'm going to reveal all the Troop Grimmerai's secrets on stage today. What? Well, that isn't exactly a great starting point for a rebuttal, is it?
You're telling me.
Allow me to give you one piece of advice, defense.
Oh? And what's that?
Aw, look at the butterfly. Although I do like the bird of the last guy better, because the bird cracked me up all the time. Just amazing. Let it go and move on. Taka, that was it. Excuse me? Helping a sinner will only sully your own soul. One possessed of an unclean soul will burn in the flames of hell, and then be ever burdened with that sin in their next life.
But I don't believe in that sort of thing.
Dang it! Besides, I have no intention of giving up. Oh, Holy Mother, grant me the strength to deal with this putrid liar. All actions have consequences, and yours will surely earn you the honor of being a mere stink bug at best in your next life.
A stink bug? Well, now then, Mr. Stink Bug, Miss Justice. Your cross-examination, if you would, please.
That's not fair, Your Honor. Cross-examination. The defendant's motive. Oh, look at our health bar. 5 returning badges, that's cool. The victim planned to get his revenge on Troop Grimmerai during Tuesday's magic show.
Hold it!
Revenge after all this time? It's been 13 years already. Why now? I know, right? I thought that was pretty sketchy, myself. I mean, wouldn't he have done it a long time ago if he was going to do it at the... Detective Sky. Self-indulgent outbursts such as those will earn you divine punishment. in the form of a salary evaluation. Oh, that's dirty. That's not divine punishment. And by the way, Gumshoe and Edgeworth did that a lot better than what you're trying to do, Buster. You're just a 2-bit Edgeworth knockoff ripoff. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, other people have done it better before. Go suck an egg. Eep. Huh? Wait, that's what divine punishment means? Let the detective have her snack. This humble servant of the Holy Mother shall explain. Over a decade ago, Troop Grammary was at the height of their popularity. But then their reputation declined, and they had all but faded from public memory. Until recently, that is, when Tracy Wright sought to recapture their former glory.
The defendant? At such a young age too, how impressive.
Yes, the accused's skill at magic is undeniably impressive. If she hadn't fallen onto the path of sin, she would have had a bright future ahead of her.
It's always sad to see promising young potential go to waste. Now then, Detective Sky. How did Mr. Reyes plan to get his revenge? And please put down the stack coups before you continue the test one. Like I said, unless you have enough for everyone, I don't want to see you. And it looks like you have enough for them, you just don't want to share.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Reyes was going to first steal the criminal notebook from the defendant.
Hold it!
What evidence do you have that Mr. Reyes actually stole the notebook? Well, you see,
Whenever you're ready, Detective.
Fret not, Detective Sky. You have nothing to repent for. You should be proud of the fine forensic discovery that you made.
Forensic discovery? What did she discover specifically?
Detective Sky identified a certain set of hand fingerprints on the notebook. Upon further investigation, she determined that they belonged to Mr. Reyes. What? Is he wearing gloves? No. Every other magician wears gloves, but he doesn't. Dang it. The detective found the fingerprints entirely of her own volition. For that, I must say well done, Detective Sky. Irk. Get a little too addicted to using a precious white powder, did you, Ema? Now, Detective Sky, I would ask you to explain exactly how Mr. Reyes intended to use the notebook to exact his revenge. Alright, well first, he stole the notebook. He then intended to reveal the secrets behind the magic tricks during the show.
Hold it!
I'm going to reveal all our Troop Grammary secrets on stage today. That's what Mr. Reyes himself said, right? Right, but he didn't exactly specify which Grammary secrets he was talking about. But the prosecution thinks he was referring to the secrets behind Troop Grammary's magic. Yes, that is the prosecution's assertion. When the accused realized that Mr. Reyes was to reveal her family's most closely guarded secrets, she naturally panicked. So basically, Tracy's notebook was hiding in Mr. Reyes' things because he had stolen it himself.
I see, truly, a motive that only a magician could have.
Yes, that's what the prosecution believes, anyway. That was the victor's plan for revenge, and while he did in fact steal the notebook...
Hold it!
Do you really believe what you're saying, Detective Sky? Do you really think Miss Wright killed Mr. Reyes to stop him from getting his revenge? Of course, I don't think that. The Tracy Arena would... Keep your private considerations separate from your public duty. I warned you about this very thing before the trial began, did I not, Detective Sky? Yes, you did. Please recite my exact words to you. Emma Sky, you are detective first and foremost, and not the accused's friend. Remember your duty and fulfill it faithfully. Excellent. So you do remember what I said to you. Your devotion to your work will be rewarded, for the Holy Mother sees all. This Holy Mother is no scientific concept I've ever heard of. Those two really don't get along, do they? Well, science and religion go together about as well as one. As I was saying, the defendant murdered him before he had a chance to reveal the secrets. Hold it! I'm sorry, but what exactly is the basis for claiming it was murder? Beats me. What? The basis is beats me? You'll have to ask Prosecutor Sahdmadhi over there, because he hasn't told me his reasoning either. Detective Sky, your feeding of information to the defense has not gone unnoticed by mine eyes. Oh! The bad karma of acts which go against your duty will impinge upon you in your next life. Okay, I've never heard the word impinge before. That's a new one. Time to go to knowledge. As Confucius says, if you know something, say that you know it. If you do not know something, say you do not know it. That is knowledge. So what is impinge? Impinge, have an effect or impact, usually especially a negative one. No one was determined that the tragedy would impinge as little as possible on Constance's life. An advance over an area belonging to someone or someone else to encroach, or to strike. But mostly have a negative effect. So if I read this, the bad karma effects which go against your duty will have a negative effect upon you in the next life. Okay, yeah, that makes perfect sense. Impinge. Cool word. Thank you, game. But even before that, it may impinge upon your job in the form of a transfer. I like how I use the word twice because, you know, I hope we use it the third time because, as I say, if you ever want to know a word, use it 3 times, right? Please don't get me kicked out of the forensics unit. Anything but that. Poor Emma. She's really been risking everything for us. Well, Prosecutor Sahdmadhi, what are your grounds for claiming a homicide? It was the luminous tape in the understage passage. What about it? I realized that it had been moved. Moved so that Mr. Reyes would climb up into the downstage coffin by mistake. What? Mr. Reyes, who was waiting in the understage passage, was supposed to have used the upstage ladder shown here on the left. He was to climb up into the coffin that had been set up in the backstage area, after being turned into a stuffed dragon during Act 1. Mr. Reyes was supposed to come back to life and emerge from that coffin. But the luminous tape had been moved to mark the downstage ladder. So the victim climbed up into the coffin on the stage itself by mistake. The very same coffin the accused thrust her sword into. Look at her eyes in the background. Looks like a cartoon character. And you have proof that was my client to move the tape? But of course, Detective Sky. Oh, that's right. I identified the defendant's fingerprints on the Limitless tape. You what? You actually, that's impossible. Trucy always wears gloves. Do I have a picture of Trucy? Do I have a picture of Trucy? Here, we have a picture of Trucy. Yeah, a minute. I want to check. Like, she's not wearing gloves. But I thought Trucy always wears gloves. Yeah, she's wearing gloves. Why would she take off the gloves to move the tape and then put the gloves back on? Come on, people. Get with it. Well, Defense, are you finally ready to let it go? Or move on? I'm not ready to let it go, but I am ready to let it stop because this is I could go an extra 5 minutes or so, but it's super late and I need to get ready for bed, so I need to wrap this up. Thank you for everything, my dear friends. I love you so very much. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that thumbs up to like the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful, fantastic, amazingly awesome day today. And I will see you back again very soon on our continued blind Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Spirit of Justice. Until then, dear friends, so long. And take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you'd like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. But before we go, please remember that you matter, and you are brilliant, and you are loved, and you should always be true to yourself. Never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.